Can you? Can you? Right? Okay. It's basically a movement of products and services. Alright? Products and services generally move from a manufacturer to a wholesaler to a retailer and ultimately to the end customer or consumer. Now, if something is worth 40 cents at the manufacturer, by the time it gets to the end user, let us say it's 1 ringgit. That's not true anymore. It's about 1 ringgit 35 cents thanks to GST, but I don't like all those figures. So I'll round it up to 1 ringgit. Okay? All right? Now, the first point of entry, the first thing that we help people do is we link them directly to the manufacturer. Now tell me, if you were the consumer, what is your immediate benefit? Yes, savings. Savings in terms of what? In terms of money and, yes. And why is that? Because it is linked to the website. You shop with them online. So you save time as well. Now, let's look at the manufacturer. What does the manufacturer produce? Are they luxury items? You know, a Benz or a Lamborghini, or, you know, are they luxury or jewelry? Or are they basic consumables? Now, given the choice, which would you prefer? I would say basic consumables. Am I not right? Because that's something everyone will use, but the key word here is not just use, but reuse. You can't buy a Merc this month and buy it again next month. You can't buy a Lamborghini this month and then buy it again in 2 months' time. Well, that's crazy, right? But you could buy a tube of toothpaste this month and you could buy it again next month. And so would each and every one of you in the room. So the question I'm going to ask you now is this. Do you think that at this time, at this present time, people would be interested in getting savings of their basic consumables? Do you think they would be interested?
Yeah.
Definitely, isn't it? All right? Therefore, then what we have done now is we've established a demand. Now, isn't that important in a business? There's no point opening a Lamborghini in a shop outlet in Kampong Baru and there's no demand. Correct? You want to have a business that has demand. So now you know there is going to be a demand. So what we do now is to convert the demand to passive income. Because you already know how to earn active income. You've been earning active income for the longest time. Right? But the purpose today is not for me to now explain to you how to earn more active income, but to learn how to earn passive income. Right? So how do we do that? And the way to do that is to direct traffic. I'm not talking about cars, I'm talking about people. It's about directing people or traffic to the manufacturer. Right? And there are 2 ways to do that. One, you can do that randomly, any way you like. Maybe this way today, maybe tomorrow, that was boring. Let me try another way tomorrow. Oh, well, that didn't work either. Let me try another way. It could go on and on. Randomly, you could. Right? But you're not going to get consistent results. And even if you were able to generate passive income, it's not going to be ongoing passive income. You may earn it once and then not again. But here we want to teach you how to earn ongoing passive income. And therefore, we have a system associated with the business that teaches you in a very systematic way how to direct traffic and to develop the business. Okay? Now, Obviously, I like colors, so you go to black. All right, it's all a gimmick to keep you all awake. All right, because we want to make money, obviously, right? Now, how do we do that? The manufacturer has something we call a bonus scale. And I'm not going to go into too many figures here, but 1 point value is equal to 4 ringgit. What does that mean? If this pen was worth 4 ringgit, it'll have a fix to it, 1 point. All right, okay, if I want to earn 10 points, I need to move 10 of these. If I want to earn 100 points, I need to move 100 of these. Easy, right? And you are paid bonuses based on the number of points you accumulate. Let's look at the minimum of 3%, you need 250 points. Now, there are many in-between figures here, but I'm going to go straight to the top of the scale, which is 21%. And for that, if I want to reach 21%, I need to move 12,500 at least of these. All right? Or to have a turnover of approximately $50,000 a month. That's the maximum on the scale. All right? Okay? Now, you could try and do it all by yourself. Again, I would put you in the category of random, just doing things your own way. All right? But here in the system, you want to teach people to reach these levels. And if you did that, and you helped one organization reach the maximum of 21% turnover, you actually can earn $5,000 a month, and this takes roughly about 1 year. Now, project yourselves 1 year from today. What's the date today? Today is the 10th of November, right? And 10th of November 2017. If you had an extra 5,000 ringgit coming into your bank account, how would you feel? Could you have a little bit more time in your life? Not sure about time, but certainly you could have a bit more money. Correct? Right? Okay. Now, what I really liked about this was this. Once you learn how to build one structure, you just duplicate that after that. All right? It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Same process. So, let's say for some of you, maybe some of you are very happy with $5,000. That's great. But if you want to go on and you added another 2 organizations into your group, you're now looking at earning about $22,000 a month. This will take about 2 to 3 years. Now, if you are earning this, could it give you choices? Could you perhaps give up working? If you were husband and wife, maybe your husband could give up working. That'd be nice. I know a lot of women want to retire their husbands. All right, you meet them a bit later. Right, so why not? Okay, so here now you are generating time. Not just money, you're generating time as well. And of course, why stop there? You could even go on, and here you're looking at making $38,000 a month. This will take about, that's an average figure there, of 3 to 5 years. I can go on and on and on, seriously. And there are people who build more and more and more and more organizations. Right? And that's entirely up to the individual. I know some very happy at this level. I know some happy at this level. I know some happy at, very happy at this level. All right? Okay. Now, who are your partners? That's important to know. Okay? Now, okay. Just think about your lives, that if you could earn extra 23,000 in 2 to 3 years, 38,000, what would that mean to you? See, because at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about you. All right, could your children go to better schools, better universities? All right, could you be finally free of debt? Right? ask yourself. All right, now who are your partners? Obviously, the first partner is the manufacturer. All right, and here, why do people shy away from business actually? Whenever you ask someone, don't you want to go into business for yourself? What do they say?
No capital, no legal.
No capital, the risk, isn't it? They'll always say, oh, no, business is risky. No, we don't want to go into business, especially right now. And they're right. They're right. There is risk. Okay? But what is brilliant here is the manufacturer here absorbs the risk. They do the warehousing, they do the research, they do the R&D, they actually deliver the products, they establish more than 100 countries around the world. You don't have to go there and establish the company in the 100 countries, it's already done for you. Alright, okay? You just need to build and they will pay. Products are environmentally friendly, you get a money-back guarantee, alright, and they pay the bonuses. So the risk is taken care of by the manufacturer. Second is your second partner is the system. Alright? Here, this couple called Jim and Nancy Donnan, he was an aeronautical engineer by training, she was a speech therapist. He decided, looking at this, studying it, most people were building it without a system. And he said, you know what? Let's see, there must be a systematic approach to this business for us to generate passive income. Sat down and formulated and came up with a simple recipe. It's like a chocolate cake. 6 steps to making a chocolate cake. That's all it is. I say chocolate because I love chocolate. You like butter, say butter. Okay, it doesn't matter, all right? Okay? And he called his system the Network 21 system. Okay? Then you're also linked to a team. Team of people who, just like you and me, saw this business at one point and decided, hey, why not? I really want to change the way I am right now. I want to earn passive income. And they have learned the skills and created large organizations all over the world. All right? And there are many people that we're associated around the world, like Basil Leone Harris from Australia. Basil was an accountant from South Africa. His wife was a secretary. They migrated to Australia for greener pastures. Never thought about setting up this business, but thought, well, when they saw it, why not? Okay. Then there's Kamal and Jasmine, Malaysians who set up the Malaysian market, brought the system into Malaysia. They're now in Australia. They've got a huge organization worldwide. Then we've got people like Mitch and Deirdre Sala, massive organization. All right? And then, of course, you are the final partner. I've left one person out, haven't I? And then, of course, who is the manufacturer? All right? The manufacturer is none other than the Amway Corporation. Okay? Now, I don't know what you all know about the Amway Corporation. Maybe I can ask new people here. What do you all know? Can you just throw it out at me? What do you all know as far as... When I say the word Amway, what immediately comes to mind? Door to door. Sorry? Products.
My
yes.
mom.
Sorry?
My mom.
My mom. Your mother. Well, I'm so happy Amway brings your mother into the picture. I'm happy to hear that. All right, okay? That's what my daughter would say if she was asked that. My mother, yeah? That's good. Anything else? Basically, that's it. You see, when you ask people, they know very little about the Amway Corporation. Now, did you know that Amway has been in Malaysia for 40 years? Worldwide, almost for 60 years. Now, that's an amazing track record. It's older than some of you here. It's got a better track record than you. Seriously, it's an amazing track record, all right? All the products, organic, environmentally friendly. They've won awards. Last year, did you know that? Did you know that Amway last year in Malaysia did a turnover of 1 billion ringgit? Did Did you know that? All right, it's a growing business. All right, they've got a beautiful complex in BJ, 100 million. Go and have a look at it. You'll be bowled over. It's just amazing. So it's a rock solid company. Now, like you said, one of the main key features about the Amway Corporation is its products, of course. All right? You have to have, like I told you, basic consumables. And what we want to do today is really introduce some of those products. And what we've got here is a very dynamic lady to actually do that for us. You can come and eat a lot of please. Because a lot of times people will say, oh, that I know all about it. No, you don't really know about it. All right? Oh, that, yes, I've heard about it. Well, you won't know unless you've used it. All right? And Cecil here, who's building a very fast-growing business, is just going to run through a couple of the key products that anyone here would be using. In fact, everyone here will be using every day. Right? Okay, so just give her a hand, please. This is it. Can you all see? That's the important thing. Can you all see from where you're sitting? You can even come around, it doesn't matter. It can be very informal. You don't have to sit in your chairs.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So I'm the, the Liman, the advertisement, word from the sponsor. All right. So we've got a few products here. This is just a small, sampling of the products that you actually have. If you look into the website, you'll see hundreds more. And over here, we've got several categories. This is actually the home care category. And over here, we've got the famous SA8, powder. And this is the laundry detergent. Now, when you go back and you've got laundry detergent at home, how big is your scoop? It's like a shovel, right? What's the term? It's like a into the. But you see, what Amway is all about is about concentration. And this is the scoop that we use. And for a load, a washing machine load, you just need about half to three-quarter scoop. That's it. That's it. And you know how long this lasts in my household? Of about 3 people. Sometimes when my brother is back, it's 4. Anyone want to guess how long it takes to finish this in my household?
1 year.
Try again. Any other guesses? 9. Any other guesses? 2 years. 2 years. Okay? And I wash clothes like, maybe my mom would wash like 3-4 times, then you've got like the films and stuff like 2 years. So you see, this is where you really save money. You save money when you use it according to directions. Now, this is LOC. Now, LOC is a classic product. It's a multi-purpose cleaner. And you can use it to do so many things. You can clean, hard surfaces. You just dilute it. And this, you can attach a pump to it. So one pump diluted in a bucket of water. You can actually clean your surfaces. You can use it to mop the floor. You can even use this to wash your hands. You can use this to wash like delicate items of clothing, like scarves and all that you want to put into the washing machine. You can wash your hands. So there are so many uses for this. I think I know some people also use this to wash their pets. So there's multiple uses. Now, this is actually what we call the dish drops, and this is actually a dish cleaning liquid. And this 1 liter is actually a concentrate. So what happens is that you actually need to get this bottle so that you can actually dilute this. And I think 1 bottle of this makes about 12 bottles of this. So normally what we do is we actually fill this up to water, where the blue line indicates. And what I normally do in my household is I fill it up to 1 in 5, or 1 in 5 or 1 in 4. Because we don't cook very oily stuff. But if you find that you cook a lot of oily stuff, you can put it a bit more concentrated. But the thing is that you're filling it with a lot of water, and then after that you're diluting it down. And 1 bottle of this is equivalent to what you buy outside. That 500 milliliter bottle of brand X. So, and that which means that this actually gives you 12 bottles. So you save a lot of money that way, right? Okay. So that's in the household. Now, if we go into the personal care, Okay, what is this? This one is actually what we call Green Meadows. It's actually an air freshener. Okay, it's my sister's favorite because she really needs that. But lots of kids at home. So this is an air freshener. You can actually just get a sample of it. And what this air freshener does is it does not mask the smell, but it actually combines with the molecules of the smell or whatever, so that it changes it and then you don't get the smell anymore. Now, over here is actually the personal care range, and we have toothpaste. Now, toothpaste is something that we're using, every day, twice a day, 3 times a day, and it's something we're going to buy over and over again, no matter what the economy is, no matter what happens, right? We're still going to buy this, and wouldn't you want to buy this with points, right? And what's so great about our toothpaste, besides giving us points, is that it's got a lot of benefits too. Now, the hole, the mouth, is actually very small because it's a concentrate. So instead of squeezing along the length of the toothbrush, you just squeeze along the width of the toothbrush. So the amount that you use is only about a pea size. And it foams really well. It freshens your breath, cleans your teeth. It's got a polishing agent inside. If you feel other toothpaste, it might feel a bit grainy or like a sand in it because they actually use an abrasive to remove plaque. But we use a polishing agent that polishes your teeth so that your teeth is going to be smooth and plaque is not going to stick there so easily. Okay? So that's quite amazing, and if you read up, there's even more things that it does. Alright? Okay, this is one of the latest products that we have. And this is really fantastic because it's a body wash that really moisturizes, and it's got this fantastic scent, I mean, the scent is so fantastic that I met up with somebody, okay? I actually showered myself really, and I met up with this person and he said, "What perfume are you wearing?" I said, "I'm not wearing perfume, it's just my body wash." He said, "Where is it from?" and all that. So I told him, and then he said, "Can I buy it off you?" I said, "I can, but it's like I only have one bottle which I just started using." He said, never mind, I'll just buy it." And he just bought it. So I get it from you. Okay. So yeah, use it, and that's one way of advertising. This is actually a concentrated liquid hand soap, okay? And this is actually it is the best that I've used in all the time that I've used hand soaps, because you go out there, you're using hand soap and they either don't clean, they don't lather, I don't know what this green glue thing that comes out, right? Now this one is really great because it really cleans, it really washes, and just one pump will do. And although the bottle looks very small, you've actually got quite about 450 pumps in this. Amazing. I mean, yes. And it also is antibacterial and all that, and moisturizing. Okay, now this one are actually two of my favorite range of products. This is actually the Nutrilite range, and Nutrilite is all about wellness and health. And this is the all-plant protein powder. Now, this protein, source of protein, is really excellent because we don't really realize that we lack protein, but our body really needs protein and on a daily basis. And most of the time, if you just look at the 3 square meals that you eat every day, how much protein is there? Is it the egg in the morning, or half an egg with the nasi lemak, And then is it just that couple of pieces of chicken, or tofu, or if you don't take meat, and then at night, what else do we have? Is that really enough for your body? So there is a program you can get on if you want to learn more about protein. But because it's all plant, everybody can take it, and it actually gets the protein from all 3 sources of plants. And this is a protein that comes without the cholesterol, unlike the ones out there. And this is also very easily digestible, compared to a lot of proteins out there. So it's really excellent, and it's versatile because you can mix it with your food. You can put it in cakes, you can put it into batter, you can put it with, some people put it in the curries, you can mix it with your drinks, so you can put it anywhere so that you get your supplementation. This is another amazing one. This is actually the Bio C Plus, and that's Bio C because it's vitamin C. Now, Nutrilite is not about vitamins which are from chemical sources. In fact, it's actually all from organically grown plants, fruits and vegetables in organic farms, which are certified by third parties. And these Like the Bio-C over here contains vitamin C from the acerola cherry. And acerola cherry is found to be a fruit that has one of the highest content of vitamin C. And it's harvested at its peak vitamin C content. You know, they've done the research really well. And this is a once a day tablet. So which means you just take it once a day. It's got 500 milligrams of vitamin C. And it will release the vitamin C throughout the day over 8 hours. And that's actually what our body needs. Contrary to the 1,000 tablet that some people put into their drink that fizzles and all that, because when you drink that 1,000 milligram of vitamin C, it's water soluble. So the next time when you actually go to the toilet, whatever your body doesn't use, which is probably 900 milligrams, just comes out. And you know, you just wasted a lot of vitamin C. Whereas this is smart because you just need one in a day and it will release throughout the whole day and keeps you, you know, having on antioxidants in your system the whole day. Right? Okay, so this is what keeps us healthy, you know, and there are so many more from the Nutrilite. And what keeps us looking good is the artistry, which is the skincare and cosmetics. Okay, now I did a little bit of market research with the skincare because our artistry skincare is in the top 5 of all the skincare and cosmetics in the world. And what are the other top 5 are people like companies like Chanel, Estee Lauder, Clinique, and Chanel, Estee Lauder, Clinique, and what's the other one? Longchamp, the other one. Yeah. And artistry is up there, but we don't really hear of artistry because all the other companies are actually spending a lot of money on brand ambassadors, advertisements, and that's where a lot of the money goes to. Whereas for artistry, a lot of the money goes into the research and development. So what you get are products which actually work, they really work. You know, I'm actually 60 years old, half a century old, almost there, you know. So, yeah, and this is just the one of the range that we have. This is what we call the Youth Extend range. Okay? So this is actually the range I use, which is really my favorite. And this is the cleanser. It's an enriched foaming cleanser. This is the toner, and this is the moisturizer. And I did a little bit of research out there to look at the price. Okay, this one, I think this one, the total is only about 500 something like that. But when I looked at the other products out there, some of them had moisturizers which were up to 1,000, you know. Some of them had like lotions which were about 200-300, you know, and ours is only about 100 something. So the price difference is fantastic, you know. I just realized how much value I'm getting for this. So you can actually do a market search as well. And this is another one that is really a favorite, especially for those of us who actually put makeup. This helps to remove the makeup very effectively. It's actually for eye and lips, but I use it for my whole face. And it really cleans off not just the makeup, but a lot of dirt, you know, on your face, which then you can actually then wash off with it. And even if you don't put makeup, if let's say you're putting, you know, say sunblock, you know, this is also actually very good to help to remove all that before you wash it off. Right? So one more last one, which is again another favorite of mine. Now this is actually a mini model of the real thing. Now don't mistake this as a real thing. This is just a small model of it. And this is actually the e-spring. Now Raymond is going to just put this apart, and over here we actually have what we call the CPU of the e-spring. And the e-spring is actually a water treatment system, alright? And it's a water treatment system that has many patents attached to it. And one of them is this. It has a unit that actually monitors how much life is left in the cartridge that does the water treatment. And also this delivers the electricity to the bulb inside. And it delivers the electricity through an inductive technique, which means that there is no wires that go into the bulb. So there's a safety feature there. Okay. Now this is actually the cartridge that is inside, and that's the only part that you change. The maintenance is just once a year. That's all. You know, you don't have like this filter at this month, another filter another month, and so on. It's just once a year. And the black area is actually the activated carbon filter. So what this does, it removes particulates as well as it removes the volatile chemicals, volatiles and chemicals which are in the water, which are contaminants in the water. And the blue one is actually the ultraviolet light, which kills the bacteria and viruses in the water. So what you get is actually the water that is meant to be in its natural form without all the contaminants in there. And you still get all the minerals in the water, which is how it's meant to be drunk. And yeah, and that's just a small sampling of the range. So I'll just pass you back to Sua now.
Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. That was so good, sir. Thank you very much. All right, so just leave the products there, if you can. Don't take them off. Now, going back to the whiteboard, you've just seen your first partner, which is the Amway Corporation. Now, this is just a fraction of the products that are available through the corporation. All right, they've got like 4 catalogs. You need to take a look at it. Okay. Now, the second entity which I really want to cover here is the system. We know the products are great. We know the demand is there. Now, how do we, or what is the system about that's going to teach us to develop these sort of income streams? Okay? And Jim put it together as a 6-point program. Alright? And the first step in the 6-point program is you need to have a reason for wanting to build a business. Why would you want time and money? Alright? Is it because you want to go back to work and continue working? Is that why you want to have time and money? No, obviously not. All right? I'm sure there are a lot more things you want to do, and you need to think about that. Okay? Number 2, if you know what you want and you say, you know what? Why not? Why not me? Why is it I only hear about other people who are successful? Why is it I always hear that that person has bought that house? You know? Why is it that they can travel and I can't? All right, it's time to change that equation. And if you feel that way, start making a list of everyone that you know. Number 3, you invite them in a very professional way to take a look at this business. You don't tell them, hey, I want to show you the Amway business. That's not the way to do it. That is cross. 0 marks for that. Okay? Learn it the system way. Okay? And your coach and team will actually help you. Number 4, when you share the presentation with people. Now here, the way to show the presentation is 2 ways. 1, you can do it on a one-on-one when you meet someone. A very effective way would be by running a home launch, where you just get a couple of people together and you actually show them the business in a group. That's fun. You get quicker results. Who wants slow results and who wants quick results? Everyone wants quick results, right? Okay? Right. Okay, so go with that. And when you show the plan, they are going to join you in one of 3 ways. Can you tell me what they would be? If you are a first timer, what is the obvious entry level? If I show this business to someone, what are some of the ways they would actually want to join the business? Yes? One is this, where they say, actually I'm very comfortable. I'm already in the passive income quadrant. Alright, I don't need any more time, I don't need any more money, but you know what? I know these products are quality products. Alright, and I don't mind becoming a customer. So their entry level is as a customer, and these people spend money. What is the other entry level? Those who want to save money, isn't it? Right? They want to link to the manufacturer, so they become members, because their main purpose is to save. Well, why not? Everyone would love that. And finally, the last option, of course, would be where they come on board as an independent business owner because they want to learn how to earn passive income. Simple, right? Do you know people who want to spend money? Do you know people who want to save money? Do you know people who actually want to make money? Right? And then step 5. What is the obvious step of all? The shopping program. What that means is you become your best customer. Alright, looking at these products, do you think that you would be using this on a daily basis? Definitely, isn't it? Definitely. Alright? Is it doable? Yes. Is it something that can be duplicated? Can others do the same thing? Use these products? Of course, yes. Alright, I know a lot of people just love the products that they're using right now. Love them. So you know what? You can suggest to them, I tell you what, take all those products you love, just put it aside for a couple of months, use these products. Because you know what? These are quality products. As Cecil mentioned, they come from certified organic farms, very safe. And the third thing about these products is they carry opportunity. Alright? Okay, very important point there. Okay, right? And last of all, step 6 is, of course, you need to learn the skills. It's not easy. One day you say, I want to now earn passive income, and just step across to the other side and there you are. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Right? You've got to go for training. You've got to learn. You've got to learn to think differently. Alright? You need to think very differently in this quadrant compared to being in that quadrant. And that takes training, that takes learning. And we train and teach people through CDs, through books, and of course the functions. We've got a couple of functions. There's one in December. Get back to your team and they will explain to you when that is. And of course, the largest of all our functions is the one that is coming up in January. Right? Which is this one. It's a weekend leadership seminar. You're not locked inside all weekend. All the Gen Ys ask me this question, you know. All day? Every day for 3 days? Oh my goodness. Yet, Gen Ys love to stay locked in their rooms all day, every day for 3, 4, 5 days. How many parents here have Gen Y children? And you can vouch for that. I can't get them out of the bed. I have to communicate with my daughter via SMS. You do that? Yes. Right. So, alright, this one, couple of hours over 3 days. Friday night, Saturday evening, and Sunday morning. That's it. And you're going to listen to an amazing couple, Chris and Rita Martindas. He was a banker. She was an accounts director with Ogilvy and Matter. A couple highly intelligent and very successful. They could have chosen anything else to do, but they chose to do this business. And you need to find out why. You'll get a global vision and you will understand how to actually start developing this business and slowly changing that mindset to think like a business owner, to think like a business owner in the passive income quadrant. That's the difference. Okay? So, the cost, $287 per person. It's a real steal actually. Okay, alright. So that's it. I am done. What I would suggest is coming on board as a member. It's less than 100 ringgit, by the way, right? And straight away, you get 25% discount on all these products. Now, to me, that's a really good deal. All right, you can start that straight away, and of course, do come for the functions. There's one in December, and there's one in January. Don't miss either of these functions, because they're just steps that take you, towards more information for your own understanding. That's what we all did actually. Okay, right. So that really ends my part of the presentation. What I'd like to do right now is to introduce you to some of the people who did just that, who decided to take the steps in the right direction. They didn't see the full picture when they first saw it, But there was a curiosity. What if? Could I do it? Does it really work? And that's how they started on their journey. So the first group of people I'd like to introduce are those at this level who are earning 5,000 and more. They're known as the Platinum Directs and above. So can we please welcome up, listen to them very closely, right? All the Platinums to come up, please. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everybody. My name is Fat. I am an IT principal consultant. The reason I built this business simple, IT.
Hi, my name is Lindy. I come from a marketing background, building this business with my husband. He's an executive director in a property development company, and we have a daughter. The reason for me to build this business is so that I can have more options in life, have a lot of choices, and make enough passive income to replace my husband's active income, so that if we choose to stop working, we don't have to downsize our lifestyle. Thank you.
I am April from the finance background. My husband died in accounting, and we have a 18-year-old boy. And the reason we are building the business is no, it's to retire youth. For me, it's to retire him. He doesn't want to stay in the office.
We're building the business for passive income and to have more choices. Like, come and check out the results this function of this business at this function. So,
I've been in management training, used to work for an international company. Was moving out the corporate ladder, moving the pay back to when we were shown the business idea. I nearly gave this away. Luckily, my wife, she was enterprising type, and she currently now works as an associate search consultant, and she had that brain wave to research this more. The couple that shared this idea with us, they were retired engineers and figures. And well, we just went through a process. For me personally, it was a function of this that happened in Medan. Well, I had mixed feelings then, and I thought, well, it's good, my wife is great, not me, but yeah. And we went through a process, and today we are urging you to steps.
Thank you. I think Swa deserves a huge round of applause because I think we couldn't have made it simpler than that. Thank you very much, Swa. Fantastic. Yeah. My name is Captain Sata. I'm a master mariner by profession, and which basically means used to be a ship captain. And then I worked in the corporate world for a long time. And now I'm also building my own business and working this project in and around that. Reasons are very simple because this is in your spare time, leveraging your time, and you can do it in and around. You don't have to change anything because there's no risk. But the real reason is because the potential is huge. I looked at it and I said, if I can get good at earning active income, because I was not born a ship captain, we learned it through a process. So there's one word I want to leave with you tonight, which you heard it many times from Vijay. Process. Everything is like process. Earning passive income is also a process. So I thought that if I could learn to earn active income, I could also learn to earn passive. If there was a process, if there was a system, and there was fantastic partnership to back you up without any risk, why not? So that's how it was started. I didn't understand all that. Now I'm telling you, but at that time I didn't understand. But what I did was to research it, I went for a function, and that's where I got the idea. Yes, this worked with me. Today we are glad we did because it's working for us. We just want to have more time, more money, and more choices in life. And active can never be. So one day we will hear your story. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Platinum. Now the next category of people I'd like to introduce are those who actually moved up, right, to the next level, and they are what we call the Emerald Directs. Please, we really listen to them very closely. Please help me welcome the Emerald Directs.
Okay, my name is Frida. I'm holding the MBA business with my husband Richard. We have got 2 grown-up children. Son is sound engineer. Larry, we have got 3 beautiful grandchildren. Daughter is in the marketing line. Thanks to his eldest brother who backed us for 3 years, just because he mentioned Emery, my husband
threw him away. You take back your starter kit, go back to Australia. Don't talk to us about Edwin. But he never gave up on us. He called us every month for 3 years until the phone call was very irritating to attend. I told my husband, why you let your brother spend so much on overseas time? Australia calling Malaysia is not cheap. Why don't we go and see the plan just to shut it down? But I saw it was in Sora Payne's house. I told my husband I want to go in. You can never fail in the MA business. In the conventional business, dog eats dog. Whereas in the MA business, you can never fail. Your upline, your sponsor is always there, ever willing to pull up your hand. Come along with us. We all do as a team. Why are we building the business? For me, I'm contented with what I have. I just want to leave a legacy for my great-great-grandchildren. We can build this business to your 7th-generation children. Your job, you cannot build to your children. But in this business, follow the system step by step, you can be there. What if it works for you? Come for this seminar. To build this alone with a negative spouse, negative 2 children, and negative mother-in-law is not easy. But what changes him is we took him to attend a seminar in Indonesia after pay 2,000. It changes our mind. You look at him today, he is very, very focused in learning the business. And you only pay $287, it will definitely change your mind. What things we have plenty of time and money. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Saidina Muhammad. I was the chemist. When I was shown the business, at the beginning I thought it was stranger. I don't really have a strong reason. But actually, I got lots of perspective, negative perspective, especially my own personal self-belief. I don't really have confidence in myself, especially in terms of communicating with people, lots of things. But because of the continuing education program from Mayor Tenta, it helped me to uplift my self-belief, and then most importantly, I discovered that what actually I really want in my life. What I want is inner peace. You want that? The meaning of peace also equals like peaceful, you know? When there's no need for you to think about what actually you want to do next, because everything will be, you have a personal and economic freedom. Wouldn't it be good if you can have that? So I strongly advise, difference between you and us is only information. Get the right information from right sources, especially from the person who brought you here to this presentation. They're going to lend you the material in the form of CD. And most importantly, not accept the dysfunction. Weekend leadership seminar. I create my stronger belief. I make my business decision. I make my personal decision. From here, I know this is the best option for me because I see the life that I want. Actually, I see my future when I come here. You want to see a future? You come here. And after that, you convince yourself. If not someone else convince you. Wouldn't it be good? You can talk to yourself and see that, hey, if they can do it, I can do it too. Wouldn't it be good? Correct? Hello? Yeah. Oh, okay. So I strongly advise, get back to those who bring you here and then ask them for more information. Because information is so powerful. If you don't have information, you will not know what actually this business is really about. It's really about inner peace. So, you all guys, inner peace. Come and join us here. Thank you very much, the other directors and the leaders, and that really concludes the presentation today. And really, I think the best advice that we can give you is because we did that too, was actually to investigate it and get more information, and we just kept going to function after function after function to learn. We were hungry. And I hope that we've created that hunger in you. We'll see the function. Thanks.